Guys, we installed the most beautiful, affordable kitchen worktops on this double-storey extension, and I can't wait to reveal it to you in this video. But first, I have some interior design advice to share with you if you're trying to choose a kitchen worktop right now. There's some excellent suppliers that I recommend. Worktops are such a huge investment that you don't want to get wrong, and because they make up such a massive part of your kitchen design visually, they've got to age well, complement your cabinet wall colours and metal finishes, and be able to cope with daily spills and everyday use. So in this video, I'm going to lay out all of your worktop options, including the costs, the pros and cons, which worktops I think you should give some serious thought to, which to avoid, and some of the best suppliers to look at. I'll also be revealing the #1 kitchen worktop that came out way ahead in our student poll. You're gonna love these worktops. Okay, let's get going. Hi guys, I'm Fee, I'm an interior designer, and if you're new here, I post videos every single week showing you how to renovate your dream home confidently and affordably. We talk about the mistakes to avoid, how to save money on your project, and all the nitty-gritty details that will make your interior design perfect. So click the like and subscribe button if you're doing home improvements and you'd like some free weekly design support. Okay, kitchen worktops. Now, the very first question I would ask you if you were my client to work out which sort of worktop is best for you is how much is your budget for this kitchen remodel? Because the type of worktop that you end up with will obviously vary based on your overall budget. Let me pull up this little chart to illustrate how kitchen worktops really differ, and you can see what sort of price range that you fall into. So if your kitchen is low budget and you've got to keep your costs as low as possible, then laminate worktops are your best friend. They're the most affordable kitchen worktop out there. They're straightforward to install, so they'll keep your labour costs really low as well. And then there's solid wood worktops, which cost a little bit more than laminate and is also a really budget-friendly option. I'll get onto all the pros and cons for all of these shortly. If you're remodeling your kitchen and you've got a mid-range budget, you don't want to go crazy cost-wise, but you do want to go for a higher quality worktop, then your options are going to look like solid surface, quartz, or granite. And I'll explain what the differences are and where to buy them from, so hold tight. Obviously, if you've got a very big budget and you're looking for the highest of high-end worktops, it's going to be marble or maybe even soapstone if you're based in the States. But also keep in mind the mid-range options if you have a really big budget, and I'll explain why it's the mid-range category that we kind of need to be focusing on for your kitchen. Okay, with pricing out the way, what are the differences between all these worktop styles? What are you actually getting for your money? How durable are they? And which suppliers should you look at? Let's start with laminate worktops first. As I've just mentioned, they are so affordable. They're an excellent choice if you're doing a budget kitchen makeover. They're also hard as nails and very durable. They're scratch and stain resistant. And they're basically made of chipboard or MDF or plywood throughout the core with a durable top layer of compressed paper and resin that's bonded under heat and high pressure. So because it's not a natural product, it's not porous like other worktop materials, meaning they aren't prone to staining, they don't take on water damage like solid wood worktops will, and there's no sealing or maintenance needed with them. Installation is also quicker. They're a more DIY friendly worktop to install, which will make these a more affordable option for you if you're on a budget. Now, what about the cons? So they're an affordable and durable worktop, but they're not a lifetime purchase like solid surface, quartz or granite would be. Laminate worktops can chip, they can peel and they can delaminate over time, especially if they're installed poorly. They also tend to need visible joint tape if you're joining two lengths of worktop together, perhaps on a corner, and edging tape is often needed on a cut end. These tapes and corner seams can get a little bit scruffy over time. So what I recommend, if you can increase your budget that little bit more, I recommend going for what's called a compact laminate worktop, which has a solid colour throughout its core and is still a budget-friendly option for you. These can be joined and cut more seamlessly, and they are the only laminate option if you're going for an undermount sink, which requires exposed edges. Laminate worktops also don't win a lot of awards for imitation, to be honest, and they never quite look like real quartz or stone, but they do make a fantastic, durable and affordable update to a kitchen or utility room if you're on a tight budget. So which type of laminate should you choose? Well, I recommend going with a thinner profile of about 12 or 20 millimeters. Go with a square edge, not a bullnose edge if you can, as it just mimics stone or wood far better, and definitely upgrade to the compact laminate option for a much cleaner finish. Suppliers like Formica, IKEA and Worktop Express have some great affordable options. I'll add links below this video, including brands to look at if you're outside the UK and you're based in places like the US. So next, solid wood worktops. Are they worth it? Honestly, I could probably do a whole video about solid wood worktops because they've been both the love of my life and the bane of my existence all in one. So the pros are, they're not a bad price at all. They offer natural, unique character to any home. They're repairable if you get scratches and stains on them. Just give them a quick sand back and retreat them with a stain or worktop protector. And they suit almost any kitchen style with the ability to stain them different colours and change the look over the years. Plus, they are cost effective to install, especially if you have any bespoke areas in your kitchen, around a sink perhaps, and they're easily shaped with your costs remaining really low. But as beautiful as they are, and this is where my love affair ends with them, they are a bit needy in terms of maintenance. They scratch, they stain, they chip. That's part of the character, I get it, but it's also advised each year to sand them back and re-oil and restain them to keep their lustre and protect them. They absolutely hate water as well, so definitely don't go for any drainage grooves. The wood basically turns black with water ingress over time. And they also expand and contract over time, which can disrupt the levels of two worktop lengths as they meet each other, and that can start to look scruffy. Can you tell I have wood worktops in our house right now? But literally, don't let me put you off, because you can love and loathe something if you're willing to give them the maintenance that they deserve. They are beautiful, timeless choices and are a great affordable option. So which solid wood worktop should you choose? Well, I recommend a chunkier profile of around 40mm for wooden worktops. They'll be stronger and will look aesthetically more expensive. There are so many different stains and finishes which are a minefield, but the ones I recommend you look at are Rubio Monocoat Oil Plus 2C. They have beautiful finishes that are food safe and 0% VOCs. There's also a clear matte Osmo oil, which will bring out all the natural colours and grain of your wood. And your kitchen supplier will likely have plenty of solid wood or butcher block options. We actually bought ours from Howden's, our kitchen supplier, but there's also pre-stained and finished wood options from places like DIY Kitchens and Home Depot if you're in the States. Now, I've got some amazing solid surface worktop options to show you next, so keep watching. But before we dive back in, if you're designing your kitchen feeling overwhelmed about which colours, cabinets, handles, lighting, taps, sink, you name it, you're lost in a sea of decision fatigue, then I've got something for you. My Done For You kitchen design pack will give you a complete kitchen design with details on where to shop and how to create a kitchen that wows, without paying a hefty fee to hire an interior designer. I've done all the design work for you. You'll access interior design plans pre-made by me for your whole kitchen, delivered to you instantly. It's like having an interior designer by your side, making decisions with you, but it's a fraction of the cost and there's no waiting around. It's going to remove all the decision fatigue for your kitchen, and I'll show you exactly how to design your whole kitchen so that it looks stunning and cohesive. It's super practical, it's within your budget, and it'll be super easy for you to achieve with my detailed design notes that I've left in there for you and the shopping lists. So if you're ready to level up your kitchen design with my interior design plans delivered straight away, just check out the link below and get your hands on a pack. So next up we have solid surface worktops. Now, of all the worktops I'm mentioning in this video, solid surface worktops are ones to seriously consider. If you're looking for a material that strikes that balance between price and durability, this is going to tick all the boxes. Solid surface worktops are a type of countertop made from a man-made material that combines natural minerals and resin to create a smooth, non-porous surface. Think of it as a sleek, seamless slab that's not quite stone, but it's not plastic either, it's somewhere in between. And let me explain some of the pros and cons and how they're going to stack up against other worktops that I'm showing you. First, the pros. The first major pro has to be the range of design options available. They come in nearly every colour and pattern you can imagine, so you can really feel empowered to choose a worktop that's exactly right for your design tastes. And I'll give you some ideas in a moment. Also, because solid surface worktops are made from a man-made material, it's that man-made resin that I was just chatting about. They're non-porous, unlike quartz and granite, and that means they're less susceptible to stains or bacteria. There's basically no teeny tiny holes for liquids to penetrate into. You can also relax a little because scratches and chips are actually pretty repairable on solid surface worktops. They can be buffed out easily, and provided they aren't exposed to hot pans straight from the oven, they'll retain their beauty for many, many years. And from a design perspective, they're pretty seamless too. You can actually design a cooker backsplash or fabricate a whole sink from solid surface because it's so easy to mould and will give you a really invisible, sleek, continuous look. Oh, and I should mention that they're usually quite a slim profile, offering a really modern look, but you can fabricate them to look thicker with a waterfall edge overhang. So what about the cons? Well, just like I mentioned, if you're someone who doesn't want to have to worry about reaching for a heat protective mat every time you take something out of the oven, quartz or granite are going to be your preferred worktop, because solid surface worktops won't be as heat resistant as those. They also scratch easily with knives and everyday wear, which is fine as they're repairable, but if you've got a solid surface worktop directly under a light source, then you're going to see those scratches. The question is, would I choose quartz or granite instead of solid surface? I definitely wouldn't discount solid surface. It can be so much more reasonably priced than natural stone, and it has a lot of design options, as well as it being a much lighter material, which will save you money in installation costs. It's a very easy worktop to live with. So which solid surface should you choose? As I mentioned, there are so many different designs and patterns on the market, whether you want a Calacatta worktop or something more unique like a terrazzo worktop. The main suppliers are Corian, Hymax, Staron and Hanex, and I've linked some other stockists down below if you're based outside the UK. You can even go bespoke with your solid surface worktop and bring in a really personal feature like a chamfered edge. I love this in modern country kitchens. Or even do an integrated sink or a waterfall edge island. You'll create a really unique look. Guys, if you're getting value from this video, I'd massively appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe for more weekly interior design support. It takes a lot to put these videos together, and just a quick click on that like button really helps our channel out so we can keep making these videos for you to ease your home design planning. Next we have granite and quartz worktops, and here's a fun fact for you. I polled our students recently and the overwhelming majority of responses said they fitted quartz worktops in their kitchens, and there's loads of reasons why. Granite and quartz actually offer very similar pros and cons, but they also have their unique differences too, which I'll explain. There's also something you need to be mindful of if you're choosing quartz. It's currently banned in Australia, and I'll give you some details on alternative options. So the pros first. Quartz and granite are luxurious, there's no doubt about it. The look, the feel, the clink when you're putting your glass down, they're next level worktops. Remember my client's kitchen that I told you about at the start of this video? Well, we chose to fit a quartz worktop in a Carrara marble high gloss finish, which has dramatically transformed my client's kitchen and her life. These worktops work hard, they're scratch and chip resistant, making them lifetime purchases. They look as beautiful in 10 years as they did the day you fit them. And on the whole, they are low maintenance, except granite can sometimes require sealing, making them ideal for busy kitchens. Even estate agents will often talk up the quartz or granite worktops if you come to sell your property, which can add value in your buyer's eyes. What about the cons then? Quartz and granite are mostly natural stone and they're heavy, so reinforcement of your cabinets beneath and specialist insulation is going to be required here. They're expensive with higher initial cost than laminate wood or solid surface, but they've got a longer lifetime value. They're difficult to repair as well. While they're hard as nails and chip and scratch resistant, they aren't chip and scratch proof, and if you do get unlucky, it's a costly, challenging material to fix. Granite is more porous than quartz and can stain quickly if you're not quick to wipe up turmeric, beetroot and red wine spills. Quartz on the other hand isn't porous, but it can stain with your main culprits, turmeric, beetroot and red wine, because it's typically a lighter coloured surface, right? And the good news is that you can usually remove stains with the right cleaning products and a little bit of elbow grease. And as I mentioned earlier, Australia actually banned engineered stone, which includes quartz, because it poses an unacceptable risk to workers. It contains high percentages of silica dust, which is harmful to lung tissue. And I mention this because in the UK, we may follow suit. If you're looking for some alternative options, I would consider solid surface worktops. They're completely silica free, and also Decton is becoming very popular with low percentages of silica. Both of these options have a variety of colour options that mimic quartz very well, and I'll give you a rundown of some suppliers in a moment, with links left below the video. So what if it's a toss-up between quartz and granite for you? What if you're not sure about what the differences are? Well, their composition is different. Quartz is made up of 90 to 95% natural quartz crystals mixed with other materials like resins, whereas granite is 100% natural stone that's quarried, cut and polished. So you can expect a pretty uniform pattern in quartz, but an unpredictable pattern in granite where no two slabs will be the same. Granite is porous, whereas quartz isn't, so granite's going to require annual sealing and extra maintenance to keep it stain resistant. And granite is a lot more tolerant to heat, but quartz is more forgiving if it's scratched or chipped. Both offer very different looks in a kitchen. So the big question then, where do you purchase your quartz or granite worktops from? I recommend shopping local to you. You'll likely have many stone suppliers in your area, and it'll give you the ability to actually go and see your worktops and hand select the right pattern for your kitchen. If you want to shop online, brands like Stone is a really great one to look at. I love their Arabetto quartz and their layer lights. There's a brand called Delico, which are supplying very unique materials like quartz, marble and wood options, which have been sourced from all over the world at really competitive prices. That's one to look at. There's also Gemini, who are UK retailers. There's DIY Kitchens, which have really good rates on quartz and decked-on worktops. And finally, iStone Quartz if you're down the south of the UK. And just another reminder that if you're struggling to pull together the full design for your kitchen, the cabinets, the colour scheme, lighting, and which metal finishes will all pair well with your worktop choice, then definitely check out my done for you interior design packs. I'll show you exactly which worktops to purchase, which kitchen brand, which range, which colours to use, and you'll have all of the design details chosen for you. The link to get instant access to my kitchen design pack is right below this video. So finally, marble and soapstone worktops. Now, I don't specify these worktops for a few different reasons. Firstly, I specialise in affordable renovations, and marble tends to be over budget for a lot of my students and clients. But also, as much as I really love the luxurious look and charm of soapstone, it's just not a popular material choice here in the UK, where my main client base is. Marble is stunning and luxurious with unique veining and timeless appeal, making it a favourite for high-end interiors. However, it is porous and prone to staining, scratching and etching, requiring regular sealing and careful maintenance to preserve its beauty. Granite and quartz are easier to maintain while still bringing that touch of luxury that you're looking for if your budget is high-end. So I'd look at those options in the mid-range price bracket. Guys, I'm including links on where to shop for all the worktops featured in today's video, and I've included options if you're outside the UK too. None of these are sponsored, by the way. What I'm recommending here is my little black book of suppliers, and it's purely to help you with these major kitchen decisions. So take a look in the description box. There's more kitchen design support for you there too, and my kitchen design packs are there waiting for you. I hope this video has helped you, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week for the next episode. Bye guys.